Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and for today's video I'm here to do my top 10 horror sequels. So these are direct sequels to the original movies, so part 2s essentially. Now this is a video response to Bryn over at Horror Hands, and I'm sure most of you are well familiar with Bryn because he is a fantastic member of the horror community and he uploads some absolutely amazing videos. And I kind of love how he often comes up with these kind of original and slightly different lists and ideas for videos. I really enjoy this sort of thing, Bryn, so keep doing it. And yeah, I really enjoy doing responses as often as I can. So yeah, it's basically that. But yeah, anyway, if you're not already subscribed to Bryn, I'll be leaving a link to his channel in the description box below, so please head on over and check him out. Anyway, here is my top 10 horror sequels. So coming in at number 10 is Evil Dead 2. This is an absolute classic, a fantastic follow-up to the original film. I do prefer the original film over this one, but in saying that, absolutely amazing follow-up. So that is Evil Dead 2. Coming in at number 9 is Children of the Corn 2. This is an absolutely fantastic follow-up to the original, and in a lot of ways I would kind of put it on par with the original. There's certain aspects of the original that I prefer, but then there's certain aspects of this one that I prefer. This is definitely more in the slasher territory than the original movie is, because there's a lot more killings and there's some pretty awesome deaths in this one. I love the bleeding nose scene in the church, and how the woman in the electric wheelchair meets her demise is pretty good too. The other thing that I really like about this sequel is you kind of see more of the Corn Kids. More of the Corn Kids are involved with the killings, which I like. But yeah, this is a really solid sequel, Children of the Corn 2. Number 8 is The Strangers Prey at Night, and this is really different to the original film. The original film was a home invasion film. This one plays out more like a slasher, but yeah, this movie is fantastic. I love the location. The atmosphere within this movie is fantastic, and it's definitely got a lot of great scenes, like the swimming pool scene is a massive standout. But yeah, that is The Strangers Prey at Night. Next up at number 7 is Dawn of the Dead, and this is just my DVD edition of Zombie, which is the Argento cut or the European cut, which is my preferred cut of the film. But yeah, this is a phenomenal follow-up to the Night of the Living Dead from George A. Romero, and I definitely prefer this one a lot more to Night of the Living Dead, so I don't really need to talk too much about this. It's a classic. Next up at number 6 we have Hatchet 2, and I love this sequel. It's one of my favourite modern slasher movies of all time, and it's definitely my favourite entry into the Hatchet series. I love the more mature cast in this one, the swamp setting is awesome, and the kills are fantastic. So yeah, that's Hatchet 2. Next up, Bryn had this on his list, and for good reason. Had to include Aliens at number 5. This is a phenomenal follow-up to the original film, and I love how different this one is. This one almost plays out more like an action film in a lot of ways. I do prefer the original film, but in saying that, this is an absolutely phenomenal sequel to the original film, and yeah, I absolutely love Aliens a lot. Coming in at number 4, we have Wolf Creek 2. This definitely came to mind immediately when I was watching Bryn's video. This is a fantastic sequel. It's kind of different to the original film. I mean, not really different, but it's definitely ramped up in terms of slasher elements. There's more kills within this movie, and just the brutality as well is definitely ramped up. But yeah, this is a fantastic follow-up to the original Wolf Creek. The last 3 are going to be no surprise to anyone. So coming in at number 3 is Halloween 2. This is an amazing sequel follow-up to the original film. I'm not really going to talk too much about it because everyone knows this movie. So yeah, that is Halloween 2. The next 2 were kind of hard to rank, and honestly they could have gone either way, but for this ranking I have Friday the 13th Part 2 at number 2. This is my favourite entry into the Friday the 13th franchise, and to me this is pretty much the perfect 80s slasher movie. It is absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, that's Friday the 13th Part 2. And coming in at number 1, I'm sure it's going to be no surprise to anyone. That's Child's Play 2. Yep, this is pretty much my favourite horror sequel of all time. And like Friday the 13th Part 2, this one is my favourite entry within the Child's Play franchise. Yes, I do prefer this one only slightly over the original. The opening scene and the ending scene within this movie are fantastic. This is more ramped up than the original. Chucky's a little bit more badass in this one, and yeah, this is just a amazing sequel. So that is Child's Play 2. Okay, so there you go. That was my response to Bryn Horror Hands, my top 10 horror sequels. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the 10 movies that I chose for my list. And once again, if you're not already subscribed to Bryn, I will be leaving a link to his channel in the description box below. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope everyone's enjoyed it. I hope everyone is staying well and safe out there. And thank you for watching.